Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames. If you're new here, you know what to do. Subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and join the family. In this video guys, we are gonna talk about a new report that is out about Sean Diddy Combs. But I have a question to the people who have been practically working on this case, like following up with every bit of information, every ounce, every court document, page for page, word for word. Are you guys okay? Because this is never ending. As I've said to you all, this is like Game of Thrones. And at this point, I don't think we really have a crowd favorite outside of Ye. And even though Ye is not caught in any of the mess, many people keep throwing it under the bus, and I guess it is just to satisfy their agenda. I mean, if people believe something, even though it's not true, who are you or I to tell them it's not true? I guess everything is going to take a little time for them to realize that, Ye is not involved in any of this mess. However, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about a new report of Sean Diddy Combs. So basically, in this new report, Sean Diddy Combs ate off naked woman at high profile Miami party in a resurfaced clip. Now, the clips are resurfacing because people believe that every photograph is an hint to something, even though nothing might be going on in those images. People believe we might be able to spot some clue. Now, specifically this time around, it is photographs circulating from a Diddy party back in 2004, where Sean Diddy Combs could be seen eating food off a naked woman. This is something that they've been doing in Hollywood for over the years. And with Sean Diddy Combs believing that he's of that status now, I can afford this. He's gonna pull out all the full stops to be impressive and just to be besties with everyone in Hollywood. Now we know that Sean Diddy Combs is facing federal charges of racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, human trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. We know he has since then denied all these charges, and the discussion of over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube continues to loom. Now, what is being said about that is that many people believe that 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube is actually narcotics being hidden. But I believe that, the feds, they're going to go through and they're going to do a cotton swab of every sample just to, see if there's any of those baby oils or lubes that are laced with narcotics. And we're going to get a report on that. The media is going to come back to tell us whether or not narcotics has been found or not been found. But honestly, I'm just going to go and say this. No, we have to give credit to the feds and Homeland Security. I believe they're doing an amazing job, but at the same time, I believe there's a lot of cover up in this case. And if so, let's say there's narcotics in that 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube combined, we may not hear about it because chances are the feds might have to hand those over to Sean Diddy Combs' masters. Yes, their masters at play. Diddy's like the spawn in all of this, not saying that the man isn't guilty. He didn't do anything. He didn't have any bodies buried or anything like that. And as Sloan told us, the younger artists, they're going to come out to expose where the bodies are buried. And that's the bodies of Sean Diddy Combs. So I do believe that, we are not even seeing the smoke. As much as this is a lot for us to take in, digest, put under a microscope, I believe this is not even the smoke as yet. So back to what I was saying. If there's narcotics in those bottles of baby oil, we may just hear, you know what? It's just all baby oil and lube while someone somewhere is loading up a truck to be dropped off at someone's address. I'm just saying, you never know, because the mere fact that, from the get-go, we could see red flags in them raiding Sean Diddy Combs' home. And Suge Knight told us that when they went in there, they did not went in there to necessarily find evidence against Sean Diddy Combs. They went in to secure evidence against the bigger heads. And we're talking about the politicians that are involved. Yes, there are politicians involved. And long before the mayor of New York being indicted. Some people have predicted politicians' involvement, politicians getting arrested, politicians from other countries connected, and all of that. And we are seeing this slowly play out right before our eyes. And guys, I know that we're going to get other names, other people are going to be arrested. But again, it may take some time because as they go along, they're going to have to sift through all of this, sift through who they need to protect, sift through who they need to cover up for. So this is how you know. This is why many of the alleged victims did not go to the police because they knew, many of them witnessed things that the police saw that the police did not report, and as such, many of these people were very, very much fearful of this man, namely Sean Diddy Combs and Cassie Ventura. Now, I've seen people saying that, Cassie is greedy. She's equally as guilty as Sean Diddy Combs. No, I don't believe Cassie is equally as guilty as Sean Diddy Combs. I believe that's a heavy, unfair statement to make. I do believe that she had some amount of hands to play in some of the things because after a while, you're brainwashed, you're trained to do the things. And based on how we see that man putting hands and feet on Cassie, I believe that Cassie had to do things that she didn't want to do and smile as she did it. So I don't see where she's equally as guilty as Diddy is. As it relates to people saying that Cassie should have never filed a lawsuit, she should have just gone straight to the police. Tell me, would you go to a police that you see cleaning up a crime scene? We have seen so many reports, even with Little Rod's lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs. Little Rod openly made a statement about the police looking the other way, okay, in a crime. And if Little Rod observed that, Cassie observed a lot more. So why would you want Cassie to go to the police knowing that the police is corrupt? Even with, Kim Porter, Sloan told us that Kim Porter had to be working with police force outside of the United States because Kim Porter knows that the local authorities could not be trusted. No, am I saying that every single, police or Homeland Security or Fed is corrupt? No, but how would Kim Porter know who to trust and who not to trust? Same thing for Cassie. So Kim Porter was like, I'm working with authorities outside of the United States. No, I believe that we are able to put more pieces of the puzzles together, know that other countries are being mentioned. I think it shed light on why Kim Porter would be working with authorities outside of the US. And that is because, as Sloan said, there are other political figures from other countries being involved. I cannot wait to hear what else is revealed so that we can put more of this puzzle. More will be, brought to light, more will be made public. And as people are saying, a lot of these celebrities are not coming forward because they are guilty. That's not the case. They're not guilty. A lot of these people are shocked to know that while they were at this party having a good time, while they may have seen a few strippers dancing, there was something bigger. There was a bigger agenda taking place. Many of these people are surprised. Many of them are ashamed. And wouldn't you be surprised and ashamed if you were not a part of the free call for the sex trafficking or anything like that? You'd be asking yourself a lot of questions. You would be keeping tight-lipped as well if you know that you open your mouth, they could come for you and your kids. Like, wouldn't you be scared? Some people are afraid and they have every reason to be afraid. But guys, that's all we have to talk about for this video. We could go on and on for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours because this is never ending, and every single hour there is something new, something interesting, something explosive. No, I believe that a lot of what we're hearing and seeing without people, stepping up to say this happened. For example, the game is coming out. He's speaking out as well, even though he has been speaking out for the past couple of years, but many people, I guess, didn't believe him or didn't want to listen to him. But we're going to talk about that in the next video. So it is your time to chime in. What are your thoughts about this new report coming out about Sean Diddy Combs eating food from a naked woman, and other celebrities could be seen having a blast at the Diddy party? I want to hear from you guys. While you're at it, thumbs up, share, stay safe, stay sweet, stay blessed, and see you guys later. Peace.